All right, you guys are killing me. I just want to say thank you for all the comments and everything about the webinar with Popular Woodworking that I was doing. Thank you. It's just overwhelming. I really appreciate it. All right, today I'm going to do a video. I've had a lot of questions about editing, so we're not doing a wood turning project today. We're going to show everybody how to do the picture-in-picture and just again the two little cameras I'm using. So the first one it's a little teeny Panasonic Lumex. Hopefully you can see that. This is the one I use over the lathe. Though this one gets the shots from above the lathe, and then I will turn this on and show you the other one that I have my microphone and everything hooked up to the little crane thing. But here's my roughing gouge. No, not now. Somewhere in the video after my little intro here, there'll be a frame pop up. It's a Robert Sorby roughing gouge. I don't use it much anymore, so I'm giving it away. When the frame pops up, just let me know what time in the video in the comments below, and I will put it in the mail. And it's got plenty of good steel left on it. So, all right, let me show you the other camera that I'm using too, and the microphone and everything. So let's do that real quick. Okay, so here's the other camera I'm using. It's a Canon HFR 300, and the only reason I picked this one was because it was pretty inexpensive, and it has an external microphone jack so that I could hook up a shotgun mic to it or a lavalier mic. And that is about it. The only thing I can really say about filming is lighting. It's lighting, lighting, lighting. The more light, the better. These cameras will they do great if there's plenty of light. In low light, they don't do very well. And if you want to do close-up shots, you really want to get an SLR camera that you can fix the focal length and not have these little cameras try and focus on whatever's closest or whatever's in the center of the screen. So that's about it, though, and they're just fairly inexpensive. I think they were both of them were or each of them were under 200 bucks, I think. But you can film with just about anything. They're both HD cameras, but you can even film with your cell phone, and as long as you have enough light, probably get a pretty good video clip. So, all right, that's about it on the cameras. Okay, this is a first for me. I've never actually edited while I was filming at the same time, or capturing, whatever you call it. All right, so I'm getting a lot of questions about how I put this little picture-in-picture in the videos, and just editing and what program I use and everything in general. So I'm going to show you how to do this real quick. I use Adobe Premiere Elements, and I have the Photoshop side of it too, and it's just a basic fairly inexpensive program. I think it's 120 bucks, I think, for both of them. And it is nice, though. You can use the little screen capture here and export it right into Photoshop and do whatever you want to it and save it as a picture. But okay, so let's get started on this. So the little screen capture thing. So here's an important note. If you want to do something like this, you need a marker when you start. So let's go to a video clip here. So like, let's say this one. The very beginning of this is right here. Okay, so you need to, I hit record on both cameras. I come over and I turn the lathe on and off real quick so that I have something to line it up with, because this one here, the top view, it needs to line up with the bottom view when the lathe starts. So if you see in this one here, I'm actually cutting right there, it's actually cutting right there, and so they're not off. So I use the lathe. It gives me the click on the sound, and it's a visual of the wood starting to turn is how I line it up. So these are not the same clip at all. So, but let me kind of just show you here real quick. Let me find a good one. Okay, this little one right there, we will put this right next to over that one. So what you want to do is, this takes a little bit of planning and I'm still messing around with it too. So when you put your video clip, you need to delete the audio off of it, and you can do that simply by right clicking on it, go up delete audio, and it'll get rid of the audio for you. And then that's when I line it up. So you put the clip over it, it's going to completely cover up the clip underneath it. So, but what you want to do is go to Edit, Effects, and you want to go to the crop. If you take this, let me show you here real quick. If you take this and just shrink it down like that and move it over there, you can barely see what's in the picture. It just makes it too small. So what I do is come in here, move it, crop it, and go to the properties, and then you can bring it down, and it's still, the view is, you know, you can still actually see in the window what's going on, but you can move this anywhere you want. When you're filming stuff like this, what I have been playing around with since I started doing it is I zoom in about halfway. If you zoom in too close, you won't be able to see anything. You can't crop it down small enough, and it'll be, you know, let me go up. If you're trying to show something, it's going to be sticking out here. So I zoom in about halfway on the camera above. You'll have to adjust that whatever distance your camera is from the lathe. So you have to play around with that. So what I do is I move the camera. This is my main camera with my microphone and everything. I move this off to the side. So whatever I'm working on, I put it over here so I have room to stick this little window. Everybody seems to like the two views, so I've been doing that a lot. So that's the only thing with that, and that's basically it, how you crop it down, and it'll, you know, then you just clip it wherever you want it to stop. So alright, so a couple of things. This whole video clip here is actually the gear shift video I did. It's the whole thing from start to finish here, and this is what it looks like after you save it to your computer. It turns it into one file and blends it all together. This is what it looks like when you're editing it. This is this mess here with your audio down here. I normally have little clips up above for the top camera. So this is it. So these little sections here, if you like that little thing right there, reveal and property, was actually that size. It was that big, and I cut all of that down to that little teeny sliver right there because I messed up on something or didn't say what I wanted to say or whatever, or it was just, you know, I mean, how much do you want to put into the video? I try and keep mine about 15 minutes or so. I know a lot of times that's too long, but like when, you know, I'm roughing something out, I get bored watching, I guess, somebody rough out the entire thing, so I cut out the middle of it unless something happens or there's something important to talk about. I just cut out, you know, the majority of it because it's the same thing over and over again. I'm getting a lot of questions about the audio, so let me show you that here real quick. It's way too big. That's how you stretch it out so you can work on it. So I normally, when I'm working on the video, I have it zoomed out like this. So the audio I'm getting right off of YouTube. If you go to your video manager, over on the left hand side there's a little button that says creator tool, or yeah, I think it says creation tools. I think that's what it is. And they give you free music to put on your videos, and this is that guitar music that I've been using in a bunch of videos. And so what I did here is, these are little keyframes. I sped this up when I was doing that. So I wanted to put some music, get rid of the audio and put some music under it. And to get rid of the audio, it's to, I think I showed that, just delete the audio right there. So these are called keyframes. So in this clip right here, you can kind of see, I think I'm talking about you know, what I'm going to do, and then as I come in and I start drilling in and it gets loud, I drop the audio down, and that's really easy to do. You come over to, let's do it on a fresh one. Come over here, click on it, it puts that little white button on it. Move it over a little bit more, put another white button on it, and then you can go up here and drag that down, and it just brings the audio down, and it's just as simple as that. And let me delete those because I don't want to do that. And one other thing, if you want to do some stuff here, let me show you how to do this. So let's say you have a clip here, but actually there's a little bit of detail in there you really want to show. You can do keyframes with the video too. So bring this over here so you can see your keyframes, and actually I just put 2 of them in there. So what you want to do is, let me just get rid of all of them. I'll show you. Clear. Okay, so you come over to where you want to start. You hit the little keyframe button. It puts these little dots in there, and then generally what I do is go to the very end of the clip or really close, and then you want to put another keyframe in. So these keyframes right here are at 100%, and that's just your normal video. So when you click on the next keyframe, you want to take this little cursor and you can move it wherever you want, or you can do it just with this button here. And you can also click on the video, and it highlights a little bit, has that little button there. I don't know if you can see that, and it will pan across as it's zooming in. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see that, but the video is actually moving this way and zooming in at the same time, so it kind of looks like you got your own cameraman. When you don't, you're all alone in your shop. All right, and let me show you the end here real quick. Okay, and then I had a couple of questions about how I did the ending here. This is actually a picture. I made this in Photoshop, and I just got a picture of shavings and made these little frames and put in the text. So what you want to do is come over here, and this is your little scissors, and they just cut the video in half, and I bring it over, and I have some music underneath it on the ending too. But you just highlight it, you bring it down, and if you're making a frame like this, it took me I think 3 of them before I got it right. You need to make the frame fit, wide, HD, or not HD, widescreen as well. That's what I shoot in is widescreen. So you need to make that frame fit widescreen. I had a bunch of them that were sized wrong, and then I do the same thing for like last week's video I put up there with a little annotation, but on this one you don't want the audio on it, so come up here and delete your audio, move it right up over the top of it. You can actually put, in this program, you can put 99 video frames on top of each other, or pictures or whatever you want if you wanted to do a collage. And same thing with this one, just click on it, shrink it down, and then I just kind of put it right there. But you could go across there and put a few of these over there to playlists or older videos or something that was related. But that's basically how I do that. And then when I go into YouTube, I put the little annotations over, subscribe and my other channel and stuff, and last week's video, and you can click right on it. Alright, and as far as the program goes, there's a lot of effects and stuff, but I really don't get into it. I just put that little, you can change it into old film if you want to, or all sorts of crazy things, so you can do a bunch of stuff with it. Basically, you have your little scissors to cut. If you want to put text in, you can type in whatever you want. And then you can come down to the color palette there and change it whatever color you want to. Come down here and it will give you more options, so you can do whatever you want. Just hit OK if you want to, and then you want to move it. You have a little arrow there, pick it up, put it wherever you want. And that's about it. The only other thing I didn't mention was the time stretch here. So if you want to do time stretch, just click on that and it turns your little arrow into this thing here. And all you do is you have a video clip here, and if you want to speed the video up, you push it together, and if you want to do slow motion, you just stretch it out. And that's all there is to that. So I think that's about it. It has transitions and I don't know what happened there. Has a bunch of different transitions, and you can, I every once in a while use the cross dissolve. It started messing up on YouTube, so I stopped doing that. So I don't know what was going on. Okay, and one last thing: when you're all done editing, I've had a couple of questions over the years about this. There are a bunch of different options. You can save it as all of these different file types, and so here is like, oh, I can't remember. I think it's this. Oh, it's gonna freeze on me now. I think this one. Yeah, this one. The AVCHD is a file type, and you can actually choose to upload it as YouTube widescreen HD. And I've done this a couple of times, and I just don't think the quality is the same, and I might not know what I'm talking about here. Maybe I should pick a different one, but I have always saved them as Windows Media File, gone down to 30 frames a second, and I just think the quality is better on it. I've tried uploading them as all these different file types, and I just think the quality is better on that one. And if somebody tells me that something else will work, I will give it a try, and maybe it will be better in a smaller file size and won't take as long to save or upload. So, but that is about it, and then you just title it and save it wherever you want to save it. So that's about it though. Alright, if you have any more questions, just let me know. Alright, I hope that cleared up a few questions about editing. We will get back to wood turning next week, but again, thank you so much. The support was just overwhelming, and I really appreciate it. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much.